things that shocked me about Germany. Really interested to see what we got with this and see what kind of things shocked her about Germany. Before we do get into this, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's see what we got.
The first thing that surprised me is going to be the greenage. Is that a word? The foliage, the greenery, everything like trees, grass, I don't know, the fresh air.
Oh, so like the green scenery. Why? Is Germany very green?
It's just so green in Germany.
Really?
And I think because it's so small and there's so many people on this small plot of land in Germany that they have to try their best to keep, I don't know, the trees, the fresh air, the grass nice. Because if they were...
Wait. I would thought the opposite would be happening because there's so many people on like a small space of land. You have to like, a little bit like the UK. You know what I mean? So like the UK, we got forests and stuff, but a lot of it's been chopped down because we need to make space for people. Because there's too many people on this small island. So I thought the opposite will happen in Germany. There's so many people there. You know, you got to cut down the greenery and stuff and, you know, build things.
Not to keep track or keep care of this stuff, it would probably be a disaster. I feel like Germany is a very naturistic, I don't know if that's a word,
really?
But yeah, it's a very naturistic country. I mean, in New York, if you saw a tree, it's probably like seeing, I don't know, a rare sighting of a Mewtwo on Pokemon Go or something. The next thing that surprised me is that the maternity...
Oh, wait, you know what I learned though about America and New York? Hey, New York isn't just New York City. New York City, sure, you wouldn't see many trees, right? But New York upstate? Yeah. Hey, there's a lot of trees, man.
Maternity leave in Germany was so long. I remember speaking to a lady and she was talking about how she stayed home for a year, how she stayed home for this, and I was like, well, is your husband rich? Like, what does your husband do? I'm like, well, must be nice. Explaining to me that the maternity leave laws in Germany are a lot different than in the United States, and I was like, wow. Wow.
I don't know how long it is in America. I'm not too sure how long it is in the UK. I know it is like at least a few months, but I don't know if it's up to a year, but it could be.
Oh, you guys are going to stay home that long and you still get paid?
I've never been pregnant.
Okay. The next point is going to be Mercedes as taxis. I'm pretty sure Nal's talked about this. I have a backstory of why this surprised me. I went to New York, you guys, when I was like 18. I went to New York. Then I went with 2 other girls and I went with one of the girls' parents. And we were so excited to go to New York that I guess we just weren't paying attention or anything. But when we got off the train, or not the train, because no. When we got off the plane and walked outside, like any big major city, they come and they like bombard you. Do you need a taxi? 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 And we just picked whatever guy looked the most presentable and decent, and we're like, yeah. So he's walking us like across the parking lot, he's walking us down an alley, we take an elevator here, go there, and I'm like, we're gonna get killed in New York. I'm like, this man doesn't have no damn taxi. So then he takes us to like this nice Mercedes taxi, and he's like, oh yeah, sure, you know, I'll take you to the city. Really easy, no problem, it's okay. So we're like, oh, this is so nice inside, everything's leather, you know, they had water here. I'm like, well, the taxis in New York are really nice. Y'all, we get there, he tried to charge us $500. So then when I came to Munich for the first time in 2000...
Wait, hold up. This is useful information for when I go to America, bro. You're telling me if I just get some random taxi guy, he's gonna be charging me that much if it's super nice? Hey, where's the beforehand before you waste my time and take me there? Where's that? Hey, yo, you want to tax these $500, bro?
2010, there was like a guy and he was like, oh yeah, I'm a taxi driver, I can take you. So then I go to his car and what do I see? Lo and behold, a Mercedes. And I was like, no, you're not tricking me today. I'm like, no, you German people trying to trick me into getting into a taxi to charge me $100. I was like, not today. And he was like, why don't you want to get in the taxi? And I'm like, because it's a Mercedes and it's probably gonna cost an arm and a leg. He's like, no, this is a normal taxi. I looked around, I opened my eyes, you guys, and then I saw that there were all the taxis.
Wait, so you know in Germany, is Mercedes like a very nice brand over there, or is it like very common? Because in the UK, if you got a Mercedes, you got that, you know what I mean? Like Mercedes is a nice brand in the UK.
We're Mercedes. In Munich, you guys, I don't know if it's all over Germany or not, but Munich, they have like the Porsche Panamera or whatever the heck it's called. I always say Panorama.
Don't say it's taxes.
I don't know what the heck it's called. I want to say they have Teslas. No, maybe not. You know, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a Tesla as a taxi too. They have so many nice cars and taxis in Munich. I don't know about the rest.
Hey, wait, what is going on, mate? You got Porsche for a taxi?
Germany, because when I went to Berlin, they had like the 1990 Mercedes pushing it still. I'm like, how's this car still running? The next thing is going to be that people actually return things. I'm part of a Facebook group. There was a post from a girl, and she said, yeah, I left my wallet on the train. Everything's inside, my visa.
Oh, you do that in the UK is getting robbed. You're never seeing it ever again. I'm telling you right now, on my life, you're never seeing it ever again.
ID, everything. If you guys could please find it or tell me any leads, it'd greatly be appreciated. Someone found it, you guys, and then gave it back to her with $1,000 inside it, 1,000 euros. Here.
Hey, listen, if that, first of all, why do you have 1,000 euros in your wallet? That's crazy, right? Secondly, in the UK, if you happen to get your wallet back with your IDs and stuff, great, yeah? But I'm telling you right now, that $1,000 has gone missing. I'm telling you right now, that is gone in the UK, bro. That would be, I'd just be happy for my wallet back. I would already know the money's going.
If I lose my wallet here, you guys, in Florida, and it has 50 cents in it, I will not be getting that 50 cents back. It's just how it goes. People here return everything. It's not.
Okay, Florida's like the UK then, bro. Yo, Florida is like the UK, right?
Always. I mean, there's always bad people. There's always dishonest people in the world. But I feel like in Germany, the amount of dishonest people isn't as high as in the United States. So I was expecting the worst, especially when people lost their IDs or their wallets. I wasn't ever expecting someone to give it back to them, especially full of money. Usually if someone loses a wallet, they'll get their wallet returned with their ID, but the money will be gone. The next point is going to...
Hey, that's how it is in the UK, man. You will get your wallet returned, but the money is gone, bro.
To be that dogs are or were allowed everywhere. I mean, this is over exaggerating, but when I went into a store like H&M, there could sometimes be a dog in there.
Oh, really?
Or when I went into a restaurant, like if you look at your feet, sometimes there are dogs just sitting at your feet.
Right. So in the UK, in clothing shops, dogs is a no-go. No dogs, right? In the UK, when it comes to restaurants, dogs is a no-go, but there is a few that will let dogs in. Like, I have been to, like, a breakfast place, and dogs was in there. No problems whatsoever. Like, if you go there, you know the dogs are allowed there. You got no problems with dogs being there. You know what I'm saying? I love dogs, so I really don't care either way. But if you go for, like, a restaurant, like a proper meal, you won't see a dog. You won't see a dog.
I don't know, just everywhere. I don't think I've seen a dog inside of, like, a grocery store. I don't think I've seen that before, but usually everywhere I've been to, like restaurants and shops and whatnot, there are dogs. I feel like people in the United States and Germany, they use their dogs as accessories, and I don't know. I feel bad about dogs sometimes because they're not made to be your little servants.
Wait, what do you mean accessories?
They just, like, take them and say, I see people sitting at restaurants for 3 hours talking to their friends and their dogs laying on the floor for 3 hours having to lay there, not do anything. And then the dog will move like an inch and the person will be like, sit down, sit, plats, plats. The next point is that food was actually really, really good. I think that when I did my research...
Wait. So when you're at a restaurant for 3 hours, you're just forcing the dog in that one position, not letting it get up at all? Hey, yo, he's gonna have some stiff joints.
One of the main topics I read, or one of the main things that I heard about Germany and the culture, was that the food sucked. And then when I actually got here, of course, Bayern isn't necessarily the picture of Germany, but when I came to Bayern, it is a really big, like, piece of Germany, and I was like, the food here is amazing. The food there was amazing, you guys. The next point is going to be that...
To be fair, I live in the UK, so any country outside of the UK pretty much has better food than the UK. She's coming from America, and America has really good food. So... yeah, I can see Americans maybe saying that Germany food sucks, but Germany to the UK, Germany food will be unreal, mate.
That people in the trains usually get out of your way and wait on the sides for everyone to come out. This doesn't always happen, even in Munich. So in Germany, before when the doors open, people are on the sides of the doors letting you come out. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes the U-Bahn people or S-Bahn people, they'll say, please let the people get out before you get in. The next one is going to be the speed limit and how organized the streets were.
Mate, hey, that's just like common knowledge though, right? Let them come out before you go in, because if you go in, you're going to block them from coming out. Like, people could just be dumb and in a rush, man.
And I know that the speed limit, I know you guys It's a no speed limit zones. I know that's not the whole Autobahn. I know that's not the whole Germany. But when you are coming from the United States, from a place that I think 70 miles per hour, 120 is like the max in some places, anything over that or anything freely over that you're allowed to without getting in any type of trouble was surprising. So when I went in the car, the first time I went into like a really fast car, I think the fastest we went was 250 or 270 actually. I think I went 270 with Mike and I went 250 with someone.
Yo, 170? How do you even control the car at that speed, bro?
Someone else. When people come to Germany, I think just like I had the mindset that everybody was going to be driving fast all the time on the streets. That's not necessarily the case. It's usually little plots or little things. It's usually little areas of the Autobahn that you can drive a certain speed limit or no speed limit, and then how organized they were. When
so it's not the whole Autobahn then, it's literally just like certain parts of it?
People actually got out of the way. And I know the German people, they complain like, oh my gosh, they never get out of the way. Everyone's so dangerous. I mean, comparing it to the United States, for me, it's really organized and people do actually get out of the way. And they're relatively safe drivers. It's all relative, you guys. The next one is going to be that
you're gonna have idiot drivers everywhere though. Like, you literally just are.
German police are really nice, patient, and helpful most of the time. I've gotten into contact with some butthole police, but usually most of the time they're really nice, you guys. And because here in the United States, I've had police like harass me, like legit harass me for no reason whatsoever. You know, I haven't done anything wrong and they just want to be buttholes and do whatever they want. Power, you abuse your power, that's what they do. And Germany, they're relatively nice, especially when I've done illegal things.
Yeah, to be fair, in the UK police have really chilled. Like, I've told you guys this story. I've told a bunch of people on my stream. If you're not on my streams, twitch.tv/Alfred, we have conversations live. It's good, right? So I've told people about a story about UK police. I've literally seen police go to a house, knock on, right? They're there to arrest someone. As they're arresting someone, they're saying, yeah, you could go grab whatever or do something. They're upstairs. And as they're arresting someone, the mum is like, oh, do you want a cup of tea while you wait? And the police are just sat there casually at the table, just drinking a cup of tea, waiting to arrest this person from upstairs. That's how they're so casual, bro. Unless it's a very, very serious situation. But a lot of the time, they're just casual.
Lawbreaker Haley. When I've done illegal things, they've usually like scowled me or they've said that's not okay. But they're really nice about it. I'm like, thank you. The next one is going to be the Herr and the Frau. When you see bathrooms that have different names on them and don't have pictures, it's really, really confusing for you sometimes. So for me, either I'm used to a picture, I'm used to man, woman, or some certain word that I could distinguish that was a man and a woman. So when I first came here, I saw Herr and I saw Frau. And what do you associate Herr with in English? Her. Which I assumed it was her for her bathroom. Little did I know when I went in there that it would be a urinal with like 5 guys peeing and I'd see their dingle dongs. Also, one time I walked into a guy's bathroom on accident and I don't know how I saw this or if he just didn't close the door or what. And I walked in and then I saw a guy peeing sitting down. This is something that's very new to me because guys in Germany, sometimes they pee sitting down.
Oh, really?
And that was very surprising to me as well. The next point is going to be that forks and...
Hey, how is she able to do so much observing in the male bathrooms? What's going on here, mate? Is she purposely walking in there?
Used almost for everything, but even like I've told you guys, for pizza, I've seen people with french fries eat them with forks. I've seen people with like a chicken wing eat it with a knife and a fork. I've seen people with ribs eat it with a knife and a fork. Everything with a knife and a fork.
Really?
Because then I see people trying to cut a rib with...
Oh man, listen. I've like ate fries with knife and forks, but that's if I'm eating it with something else as well. But most of the time, I'm just fingering my... Most of the time, I'm just using my fingers for my food, bro. Unless it's really messy.
A fork and a knife, and I'm like, that's not how it goes. You better get your fingers dirty, because... And then the last and final point, you guys, that really surprised me was that in Germany, smoking is still like a thing and socially acceptable. I know some of you guys are going to say that it's not socially acceptable.
What do you mean by that?
But if it wasn't socially acceptable, so many people wouldn't be doing it freely in the open. It says like on the Autobahn, like when you're coming up from...
Okay, yeah, the UK is getting more strict when it comes to smoking. Like, you could do it in your own home and like in your own space, right? You don't really see like in public areas now. They're kind of putting a stop to it. You don't really see too many people smoking in public areas. They got like stay away from people pretty much.
The train station says, please wait till you get past this wall to smoke, because if you're on the escalator and you're smoking, your smoke is usually going to go down to the person behind you. So just wait till you're out of it. This guy legit could not wait to smoke. He like lit his cigarette on the escalator and was like and I'm like, whoa, dude. And of course the smoke went all on my face. I'm not gonna say anything, whatever, I don't like it. But there's like areas even on like the train stations that say this is a smoking bubble. Is it really that serious? Or the amount of breaks that people take to smoke in Germany. It's so bad if you look at your phone on the job there, but God forbid that you not get a smoke break. It's just a strange habit. I'm not used to it. I don't smoke. I've never smoked.
Wait, in America, is smoking not really like a big thing over there? I feel like in the whole world, not whole world, but like in the UK, and what I feel like with America then, it's really calming down a little bit. Like, you know, in the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, people smoking like crazy around. Like, usually I smoke in restaurants, shops, and all sorts. But yeah, in the UK, they're really putting a stop to it. So I feel like in America, it's kind of the same.
And I don't like smoking. So for me, it's just a difference. It's something that's very surprising to me that people still enjoy smoking. I don't like smoking. So you guys, that was it. Hopefully this video was
good video though. Shocking things about Germany. Enjoyed that. Learned a lot about Germany in that one. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you let me know in the comment section. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. It really does help out with the channel. I am live every single day on Twitch.tv/L3WG. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.